And good evening. Tonight, our weather impact alert continues.
Yeah, this is basically the tale of two sides of town. Little to no snow on the west side, while out east, lake effect snow is still falling in Lake, Geauga, and Ashtabula counties. Lake and Ashtabula counties are also under a state of emergency tonight after some areas were slammed with almost 5 feet of snow. And that includes the Paynesville area. Take a look here, a live look at conditions there. There are also several school closings already scheduled for tomorrow. You can find those at the bottom of your screen there. Kids, rejoice. But is this the beginning or is the end in sight? Betsy has been standing by all afternoon. She has the answer to that. Betsy, hi.
Well, we are starting to see things winding down, which is great news, Russ and Christy. The lake snow advisory for now continues for Cuyahoga County. Lake Geauga and Ashtabula County still under the lake snow warning. Advisory means inconveniences. Warning means we got problems, and that is where we continue to have a big snow band that is settling south now. Now, this is kind of a little bit of an interesting shift because throughout the day we've had multiple northwest to southeast bands. Now we have one band that is going to start to sink southward. So that may bring eastern Cuyahoga County back into the heavy snow as we head over the next couple of hours. We have seen quite a bit of snow that has fallen in the Menor area and down into Thompson and Chardon, but now it looks like we're getting a bit of a break up for Ashtabula and Conneaut area. You can see where we have the darker blues, that's where the heavier snow is, and it's been coming in waves of varying intensity, and as soon as those heavy snow showers get into the mix, it really snarls traffic, and we have seen traffic throughout I-90 in Lake County very, very difficult at times. And it's not just I-90. You have the state routes, of course, that have just as many problems, and your local streets are a big problem too. Just before the top of the hour, I snapped this pic. This is I-90 at State Route 528 in Madison. This is all fresh snow that is falling on what is already several feet that's on the ground. And so that's just kind of the complicating factor now as far as the visibility issues. Farther west, just a few flurries, and it does look like our main snow band will continue to settle southward. So again, we will pick up some snow coming into the eastern suburbs of greater Cuyahoga County and into northern Geauga County. That will last into the late evening hours before breaking up by tomorrow morning. So I think the good news is here that we are on the back side of this, but it's going to take a little time for everything to kind of peter out. So we stick with our weather impact alerts through the evening. Going to need some extra travel time if you're in Lake Geauga, Ashtabula, or eastern Cuyahoga counties. Now, as far as the cleanup from what has been a historic weekend, Annabelle Childers and Lindsay Buckingham are both standing by for our team coverage in Lake County. Annabelle, we're going to start with you. How are things out your way?
Well, Betsy, all of this snow is really making it tough for people to keep up. They're clearing their driveways off just to watch as snow continues to fill them back up, and the roads still treacherous.
I've been here for 35 years, and I don't think I've ever seen this much snow at one time.
This is the 5th time Daniel Chandler has cleared his driveway in the last few days. We just got clobbered right here. We were right in the line of the lake effect. And you see my trees, they're all caving in. The pine trees along the road all busted right in half. It was so heavy. He and his small snowblower taking on a continuous wall of white.
I haven't seen much from the neighbors. It's just been too deep to get out.
Right down the road are some of those neighbors stuck.
I started to pull up and go backwards, and then all of a sudden it wouldn't go nowhere. It's stuck where it's at.
And despite a hearty attempt at shoveling, Michael's car isn't moving. Lake County Sheriff Frank Leon Bruno says this is the most snow he's seen in decades, and it's overwhelmed crews and people living here.
It's not like they were not prepared. It's just too much snow to move, and where do you put it?
Right now, deputies are primarily responding to calls for collisions.
People can't see when they're pulling out whether traffic is coming.
Last night, Leon Bruno assigned additional deputies to I-90 to respond to accidents. The Ohio Emergency Management Agency says staff in their northeast region are working with impacted counties, but the Ohio Department of Transportation continues to run point on snow removal. Now, people like Daniel are bracing for the months ahead.
Oh, man, it's going to be a long winter, I think.
And you can probably tell the difference in our shot here just from a minute ago as we're watching this snow come down. I'm going to toss it now to Lindsay Buckingham. Lindsay, you are in Madison. How are things over there?
50, and about
steadily coming down in Lake County. And I'm just going to step aside for a second here so you can see it's left feet of snow here on the ground. So let's take a look at how local businesses and schools have been affected here. Debonair Vineyards has been here in Madison for 52 years.
Just light apps.
Owner Tony DeBevic says he's used to getting snow on his vineyard, and in some cases it's good for business because the snow helps protect the roots and the vines, making good conditions for the grapes. But it can also be challenging, especially yesterday with feet of snow on the ground.
We do take a big hit on the retail sales, which is a profitable side of our business in this area. So I was here by myself yesterday for 4 hours. I gave up. I didn't have one customer come in. The forecasts were to be really bad, and so it does affect our income a little bit. But then on the other side, we have this beautiful condition for 9 months of the year.
Tony says there are exceptions, though, like snow emergencies, and that's exactly what students and staff at Lakeside High School are dealing with. Over the weekend, part of the roof at Lakeside High School collapsed, sending water and debris onto the first and second floors. The result was closing the school, which educates about 800 kids.
Protect the health and safety of the kids as well as the staff so that they're not put in harm's way.
Ashtabula Area City School Superintendent Lisa Newsom says in all her years of living here, she's never seen something like this, especially to one of her schools.
The amount of snow on the roof was very, very heavy, so they felt that it was pretty heavy on the roof. So the next day, we received another alarm about 1:55 this morning. We realized that the roof finally did collapse in some areas. So
Now, Lakeside High School was closed yesterday. Today rather. It is also closed tomorrow. The superintendent says they will meet to determine what they're going to do for the rest of the week so they can alert parents as soon as possible. Christy?
All right, Lindsay, we appreciate it so much. Thank you. And we do have up-to-the-minute closures and weather warnings for you on WKYC.com. You can also find those on our WKYC app, and we hope that helps.